It's Andrew with Front Range CNC. Today we're going to talk about what does inches per minute mean, what is feed rate, what is rapid, what do these things mean, and how fast does your machine actually need to be. So there's two main ways that a machine is going to be moving. This can be called out in your G code as G00 or G01. This typically will be if your machine is moving in a cut setting, or if the machine is moving out of the material. So think about a jog setting. A good way to think about this in a real application is if your machine's doing a tool change, it is high and out of the material and it can move rapidly across. If your machine is in the middle of a piece of plywood, it is under a different constraint in terms of how that speed is programmed. So all of our machines are able to cut at 1500 inches per minute plus. The challenge is that typically you have got only 10 feet of space to go. And so you can only get up to speed so quickly in that space or span of distance. The other thing you'll run into when you're cutting is that materials and router bits will start to impact your ability to cut more than your machine. So the largest difference in terms of where you're going to see that speed is when you're doing a tool change, when the machine is moving from here over to here to cut, etc. And that will start to make a bigger difference on how that speed is shown. Most material, you'll go maybe 5 to 800 inches per minute, depending on your fixturing. What's really important is that the better vacuum or the better fixture method you have will allow you typically to cut faster. That is then coupled in with the size of your router bit. You can imagine an 1/8 inch router bit is going to snap much faster than a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch. And typically in most industrial sized machines that are 4x8, 5x10, 5x12, your RPM typically is going to cap out around 24,000. And a lot of times there will be a bit of a soft limit right around 22,000 or so. So even if you had an 1/8 inch bit, you can only spin so quickly. You can't quite get material out of there fast enough to go at 1,000 inches per minute. But if you do have a strong vacuum setup and you do have a 10 horsepower spindle and a 3/8 or even a 1/2 inch router bit, you can cut, especially if you've got 10 feet or even 5 feet in a lot of ways, you can cut 1,000 inches per minute at fairly aggressive depths. On our machines, what's really important to us is that we are utilizing a true industrial controller, whether it's the Syntec, the Fagor, or the Fanuc. And why that's important is because all these controllers have a degree of look ahead. And what that allows is the machine to speed up as it's hitting a spot where it knows it has distance to go. And it's also intelligently looking ahead where it sees a turn or possibly even an exit out of the material. And it can slow down ahead of time preemptively. And so this allows the machine to go faster as it knows when it can go max speed and then smooth a nice corner and speed up again and smooth a corner. And this is a really nice smooth function. And the machine is normally looking in advance. I mean, in fact, on any of our machines, typically if you were simulating a program or running a program, your machine will tell you it's going to error before it does, because it is looking in advance and seeing that error, and it's basically going to tell you 200, 500 lines in advance that it will error. And in the case of running the machine, let's say that you programmed somewhere off the table or maybe too high or similar, the machine will actually stop during the cut and it will not allow you to error, and it will stop while it's doing that. If you have a depth and you've told it to go too deep within your spoil board, you can still cut into that spoil board, but the machine is still seeing in advance where an error will occur, and it will stop ahead of time on that error. If you do have any questions, about how that works and even just inches per minute and feeds and speeds, especially based on what you're cutting, your material, the size of your product, feel free to call or email us. We'd love to talk to you about how our machines can help you, but at the same time, maybe try to give you some advice as to how you can increase your existing cycle times. Sometimes, depending on the controller, you really are capped out at how fast you can do things, because the motors want to move faster, but the controller just is not, it just can't see it far enough in advance to allow that motion to get up to speed and slow down and still be smooth. So it can be a bit of a challenge. Feel free, hopefully this helps, and thanks so much.